Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Today is so-called Good Friday, April 10th. It's day 27th of our quarantine. I think that this is the most difficult day of the year to be a Christian. Because if it's Holy Week, then there must be something on the other side, a tension against it, a non-holy part of it. And we come to it desperate and in debt and with depravity and in need of Holy Week. So if it's Good Friday, then there's something that we have to be saved out of, and Scripture calls that a trespass or a debt or sin. And any way you slice that, it's extremely difficult to look at in one's own life. So let's just review. We left Jesus on Thursday night in the Garden of Gethsemane. And then on Friday, this Good Friday, many activities happen. He is arrested. He heals the guy's ear. He is abandoned by his friends. He goes to Jewish trials during the night. He doesn't sleep. He's denied by Peter. He is handed over to the Romans. He has a number of trials with the Romans, and then he has just incredible suffering. So he is betrayed, he is mocked, he's scourged, he is spit, he's hit, there's thorns, he is torn, he is stabbed, and he suffers all the way to death. And in reading these accounts of Jesus's experience, the suffering is really turned up all the way to a 10. It's just the maximum you can imagine as a person. In fact, it's so bad. Isaiah 53:3 says that Jesus was as one from whom men hide their faces. It was so bad that the people of Jerusalem, when they saw him at some point along there after getting beat up so bad, maybe coming through town on his way to his cross or maybe on the cross, that people didn't want to look at him. It was so horrible they turned their faces from him. So one wonders, why didn't he have more of a fair trial, and why did he have to be mocked? Why didn't he get some dignity in his trials? And why weren't there pillows rather than thorns? And maybe rather than being torn, maybe he could have just been stretched a little, and rather than stabbed, maybe something else. And why not crucified? Why couldn't he get electrocuted and have it been over in a second? And so in reading these accounts, you have to ask, why so much suffering? So let me just read from Mark. This is Mark chapter 15 and verse 15, and I'll just read a small snippet. So Pilate, wishing to satisfy the crowd, released for them Barabbas, and having scourged Jesus, he delivered him to be crucified. And the soldiers led him away inside the palace, that is, the governor's headquarters, and they called together the whole battalion, 600 guys. And they clothed him in purple cloak, and twisting together a crown of thorns, they put it on him. And they began to salute him, "Hail, King of the Jews!" And they were striking his head with a reed, and spitting on him, and kneeling down in homage to him. And when they had mocked him, they stripped him of the purple cloth, and put on his own clothes on him. And they led him out to crucify him. And they compelled a passerby, Simon of Cyrene, who was coming in from the country, father of Alexander and Rufus, to carry his cross. And they brought him to the place called Golgotha, which means place of the skull. And they offered him wine mixed with myrrh, but he did not take it. And they crucified him and divided his garments among them, casting lots for them to decide what each should take. So why so much suffering? Good Friday, maybe we should call it Great Friday, is a day of great suffering. It's a payment once for all for my. It is because Jesus saved us from great sin and suffered greatly because the sin was great. So I think Good Friday answers the horrible question that every person has to ask. If you ask me today, what will I do about my sins? My answer is Good Friday. It is the only answer. It is the only answer that works. And that's why it's the most difficult day of the year to be a Christian.